All right, in this explainer, we're diving into a really powerful mindset shift. It's for anyone out there who's feeling a bit stuck, and just wants more freedom. It's a simple but kind of profound idea, inspired by the $100 startup that might just change how you look at, well, everything.
So, does this question feel familiar? That feeling of being trapped by your paycheck. For so many of us, our finances basically call all the shots, forcing us to shrink our dreams down to a size that fits our budget. But what if we've been looking at it all wrong?
Okay, so let's start with something most of us know all too well. The source material calls it the scarcity trap. This is pretty much the default way we're all taught to think about money in our lives.
You know this question, right? How can I cut costs to afford this? This is scarcity thinking in a nutshell. Whenever we want something, a new course, a trip, even just a better laptop, our first instinct is to look at what we've already got and ask, okay, what do I have to sacrifice to make this happen?
And look, on the surface, it makes sense. It's logical. But when you live this way, you're always starting from a place of not enough. It forces you to constantly focus on your limitations. And honestly, that's just draining. It keeps you locked right in that same old cycle of feeling stuck.
But what if there was a totally different way to think? Well, the author of our source material stumbled upon just that. It was in a single passage from the $100 Startup by Chris Guillebeau. And this one idea completely flipped that scarcity thinking on its head.
And this wasn't just some clever business tip. Nope, this was like a whole new blueprint for thinking about money, work, and the very structure of your life. It was a genuine light bulb moment.
And this is the quote that changes everything. The whole idea flips from what can I afford to how can I create what I need. You don't start with your income statement, you start with your vision.
So, this incredible idea leads to what the author calls vision-first thinking. It's a fundamental change, really. It's all about shifting from budgeting to creating.
Basically, it means you stop letting your bank account call the shots. Instead, you put your dream, your vision, right at the front, and then you challenge yourself to figure out how to create the resources to make it happen. You're not cutting back, you're building up.
And when you think this way, money stops being the end goal. It just becomes a tool. The real prize, the ultimate goal, it's designing a life you actually want to live, a life where you have control.
Okay, so let's really break this down. Let's put these two mindsets head to head. When you see them side by side, the difference is, wow, it's stark.
Look at this comparison. It says it all, right? Scarcity is all about playing defense. It's reactive and limiting. Creation, that's all about playing offense. It's proactive and empowering. It's the huge mental shift from asking, can I, to asking, how can I?
And here's why this works so well. You're no longer just a passive consumer of your circumstances. You're in the driver's seat. You're not just waiting around for a raise or for the perfect opportunity to fall into your lap. You're making your own. And every little thing you create builds that confidence and that momentum.
All right, so this all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually do it? This isn't just an abstract idea. The source material gives us 4 super clear, actionable steps you can start with, like today.
And just look at how simple these are. Step 1 is just dream. Get really clear on what you truly want. Then, step 2 is about brainstorming how you can help someone else with your skills. Step 3 is the big one. Just do something, anything, a tiny first step. And step 4, forget about a perfect plan. Just start and figure it out as you go.
But when you really get down to it, this whole idea is about more than just making money or starting a business. It's actually something much deeper.
It's a permission slip. That's what it is. It's permission to stop waiting for the perfect moment. It's permission to start small, to experiment, and to build a life based on what you love and what you're good at, not just what a job description tells you to do.
And this final quote, man, it just flips the whole idea of risk on its head. We're all taught that a traditional job is the safe path, right? But what if, in today's world, true security actually comes from your own ability to create value? That's an asset that nobody can ever take away from you.
So that's really the heart of it. Stop trying to shrink your dreams to fit your wallet. Instead, start with the dream and trust yourself to create the means to get there. Which leaves just one question left to ask yourself.